Hello, good evening and welcome. A slightly different camera setup tonight, so you know the camera's a bit further away, so I can still see you, but I can't quite reach you anymore. But yeah, hopefully it will make things a little bit nicer, a little bit tidier. I've got my new wall of things that I've built, so yeah, slightly different arrangement. We'll see how it works. The mic's a little bit further away as well, so do let me know if I'm too loud or too quiet. I think I've adjusted things so it should be normal, but we never know until we try these things. So, welcome. As ever, I'm not alone. Well, I say as ever, sometimes I am alone, but today I'm not alone. I'm joined at the moment by 1.5 people. I can see in the cameras down the bottom there. As has become a regular fixture, we have Nat the Dexterous Crafter.
Hi everyone!
I thought you were being quiet then. I thought I'd broken something. Let me just change the background picture to the nice cozy
Make it feel a bit more homely.
I'll put the little picture up in the corner there and do the little general housekeeping stuff. So, hello and welcome. How are you today, Nat?
A bit warm, but I'm not too bad, thank you.
Everywhere is warm today, isn't it? Yes. I've not even got the big lights on. If it gets dark, I'll put the big lights on, but I'm hoping I'll get away without it. Because, yeah, it'll probably be a quite short show tonight anyway, because of the warms. So,
yes.
Yep, stick with us. We'll do the only interesting stuff really early to get it out of the way, but yeah. Also joining, possibly.
Hello all.
He's joining in audio only. I don't know why. He was here on video a minute ago. I saw him waving that.
Oh, I didn't focus. That was ruined
it.
Oh, you're still stuffing your face, Jerry.
I did see you waving it around a little bit before you came on, but yeah. That would be upsetting some people. I'd have put you on full screen, but yeah.
No. It upset my wife, no end. There was profuse swearing and there was threatening of divorce.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'll probably get that in a little while when the audio catches up and the screaming starts from downstairs. Yeah.
Hey, Gemma.
Hang about. There we go.
That's nasty, Chris.
No, it's enough of that.
It looked good when it was under the glass, I must admit. I did like that.
I have to hide it now because if my wife sees it, I will literally not survive.
I don't know where
I'm not joking.
I hate to say it, but I don't know. Oh, there's one. Got one there.
Chris, you're playing with fire.
That would be fine. She'd be fine with that.
Nat needs one now.
It doesn't look like a real one. This one...
It will. So I'll get around to painting it at some point.
I printed a bigger one, but I thought better of it.
Right, so everybody's here. I've gone through the chat already in the intro, so we don't need to do any of that. So that's easy. Skullfish is here. He said he thought it was Colin there. I don't know where, what, when, who. I don't know. But I don't know what it was Colin. Is it because I've cut my hair? I haven't shaved it. It's still hair there. Look, it's still hair, just not much. But yeah, it's warm. What can you say?
It has been warm here as well.
Mayhem says Nat's on Zelly. And it's the Jerry Cam. Not a Jerry Can. Jerry Cam. That's different. Dave's just coming on. Butcher that model. He was doing
little Dave.
Hello.
He was only doing little waterfalls, but that's all right because he's only little anyway, so it's okay.
I'm sure they were absolutely brilliant. I was fascinated.
Shane's also here, making sure everybody's all right. Spider Cam does whatever a spider can. Yep.
Cool.
Spoders. Shane said it was a great show earlier.
Did I miss that? Sorry, I've been really busy today, Nat, so I missed your stream by the sounds of it.
Steve says, no rush to paint them. It's only been 6 months. It has been exactly 6 months. It was Christmas, wasn't it, that you got me? Yeah. I've been busy. I've been, work and stuff. It's just been crazy all these 6 months. Yeah. Why is everyone eating meatballs tonight? Must be the time of the year. I'm not.
I'm not either.
No.
Who's eating meatballs?
I don't know. Nobody, as far as I can tell, but I no idea.
Unless it's yours, Jerry, because I thought they were meatballs when I first saw them.
No, they are spicy cheese balls.
Cheese balls. Like meatballs, but with less meat. More cheese. Ian says, I'm causing a lot of glare now. That mean I have to find a hat? But then a hat and the warms come back, so it's no good. It's the sunlight out behind me because it's still daytime.
Oh, God, it's tremendously bright outside mine. I was tempted to pull the curtains because it is that bright.
Well, it's so bright that the bit directly behind my head, you can see the X-Wing blueprint. This bit here is also X-Wing blueprint, but the sun is just shining through it because there's another poster behind that bit. But yeah, I'll have to get more posters, I think, and put them up and around and stuff. Cynical Steve has chicken tacos, no meatballs.
Sounds nice.
I had cottage pie and no meatballs. There was meat, and technically you could make it into a ball, but it's not quite the same. So
I have falafel, but that's not meatballs either. So
no, not at all. Mayhem says baked potatoes with sweet corn and mushy peas.
Okay.
Don't like mushy peas. Don't really like sweet corn. So yeah, potatoes are all right, but it needs more meat.
Needs beans and cheese as well.
There we go. Eric says during Chris's Lego stream the other day, he got under the camera. Couldn't tell if it was that or if it was his chin. Yeah, I've only got the one camera at the moment, so I can move closer to it, but it's not quite the same, I'm aware. We have a fourth joining us from the wilds of the northern places. Spid.
Hey!
We've got a fairly decent picture as well.
I was going to say that. It is actually sort of
wait a minute. I've got to put that full
viewable.
Yeah, I've got it's the laptop. I've got the laptop set up now, so which is a bit more modern than my ancient computer with its ancient.
It does look like you've had a fright though. What happened to your hair?
I know. I need a haircut. It's all a bit.
Is your laptop properly grounded?
No.
I think that...
Earlier on today, when you mentioned about the heat, it was pouring here.
Yep.
And then about half an hour after that, it brightened up and it's been really warm and sunny all day. And then about 3/4 of an hour ago, it's just started pouring again.
Really?
Sorry for some.
Absolutely boiling here at the moment.
Yeah, it's been very hot and sunny here all day, and apparently tomorrow we're getting sun and showers.
Yeah, it's kind of humid.
What did Alexa just say? Sun and thunderstorms.
It's persisting it down.
We have been told that we're going to get thunderstorms. So you'll probably get them before we do.
Yeah.
As long as we get some more sunshine back.
Dave says, Shoe farts in bed made me eat a salad. He feels a bit woozy. What sort of salad? Was it a bacon salad?
I just realised you're not all fuzzy. It's my glasses that need cleaning.
No, that reminds me.
Actually, everyone's got quite good connections tonight. Everyone's quite sharp and with it. I can even make us a little bit bigger. There you go.
You've actually just reminded me, Smith.
Did I? What did I remind you? Maybe get through your glasses.
I meant to do that myself.
Always worth cleaning your glasses before you
Absolutely.
look out of them and stuff.
There we go. I can see again. Oh God, I wish I hadn't now.
That's that. I think
That's Jesus! Oh,
Love you
hang
too,
on,
Jerry.
let me muck them up again.
Quano Man says Spid's hair looks like Spider-Man since he's going off.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm concerned now. You said you're using your laptop. Is your laptop properly grounded? Because that might be the problem. It might be.
I think it's just all the static in the air.
Yeah.
I love the way it's trying to go at the back as well. It's like it's just trying to pull away from you.
It has to go off the back because it isn't at the front.
That's what happens when it's freshly washed and it's just. It's all a bit mad scientist. Yeah, I need a trim. I do.
I mean, to be fair, all my hair's standing up as well. It's just that you can't see it.
I can tell. Yes. But yeah, it's the static electricity in the air. That's what it is.
Must be it. Yeah.
I've
Have you been rubbing your feet on the carpet again?
I touched my coffee machine, and obviously with that being metal.
Did you steal that cup from Costa?
I did not. I actually bought this from a charity shop, which was obviously donated by somebody who stole it from Costa.
I think you can actually buy those ones
But
from Costa.
I did legitimately buy this. I bought 2 of them from a charity shop, a local charity shop. And the reason I like these for lattes and for the espresso machine is they're really, really thick. I think you can actually buy them from Costa, can you not?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we've got some in down here. I can't remember if it's Starbucks or Costa, but there's one they're doing like the touristy Edinburgh ones as well, which actually look quite nice.
Right. Okay. I think you can. I'm sure I've seen them for sale or advertised for sale.
I know I've got a Starbucks one, but
Yeah, they
probably can't get them from Costa.
These are great for lattes because they're really, really thick, so they keep it warm for longer. Because
Well,
I've got
this
a couple
weather
of
it'll keep
latte
warm on its own,
sheets,
won't it?
but these specific ones are really good. So the
Dave
person
says-
who donated them might have actually bought them from Costa, but it's quite feasible that they stole them from Costa as
All
well.
right, possible, yeah.
But not
Dave's
me,
got an
not
update
me.
on his
If
salad.
anyone from Costa's watching, it wasn't me. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
we believe you. Dave's salad update says it was rabbit food salad with green leaves and red stalks and fancy posh curly stuff. I don't know
that
what the fancy
helps
posh
not
curly
in the
stuff would be.
slightest. Yeah, that
There must have
Kale?
been some kind of meat with that, Dave. Surely.
I'm not sure. I mean, I
possibly
understand the
kale.
green leaves and the red stalks, but I don't know about the fancy posh curly stuff. What would that be?
must be kale. Well, you get like the curly kale. And
You
stuff.
can get like a curly cabbagey kind of not
Yeah.
cabbage, curly lettuce kind of stuff, can't you? With
Oh.
red stalks, I'm sure.
Don't know. Maybe it wasn't meant to be curly. He
Yeah.
just left it out
There
too
must have
long.
been some kind of meat with it. It's not a proper salad without meat, is it?
No, exactly. I mean, you can have a bacon salad, and you
Yeah.
can get rid of the green stuff and the
Yeah,
red stuff.
bacon
and add more
salad,
bacon.
chicken salad. You know, it's got to have meat, otherwise it's not a salad.
A
Exactly.
BLT with no lettuce and no tomato.
Mayhem
Perfectly
wondering
healthy.
if you've been playing with the flux capacitor.
Oh God, everyone's getting at me because of the hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna have to find a hat.
I'm a bad hair day. Leave me alone.
Change your name to Doc Emmett.
Ah, dear. Right. So, how is everybody? I know you lot are all right, obviously, but how's everybody in chat? Has it been the warms for you there as well? Because I know we're a multinational audience, so it might not be hot and sunny in some of your places. It might be cold and damp.
Someone
Yes.
did mention it
People in
was hot in
Australia.
Florida.
Oh,
In Australia, have you had snow by any chance?
It's pretty tell us you had
No.
snow somewhere. Talk to
South
us about
Florida.
cold.
It was Edward Leonard, 34 degrees C and humid here in South Florida.
Oh, that's not so good.
Fun.
Graham says, "Hi guys, it's too warm to eat."
Is that an American talking proper temperatures?
Yeah.
Not silly Fahrenheit nonsense.
There was cheese and a pork pie with Dave's salad, so you just get
Oh,
pork pie's
well,
got some
yeah.
meat in it.
A little
That's
bit.
not too bad.
No, I can live with that.
I picked up some pork pies the other day. I picked up the ones with like pickle in them as well,
Well,
because a normal pork pie is just a bit boring.
See, I'm quite funny with pork pies. I don't like actual pork pies, but I like the meat inside. But I
Yeah,
don't
so you like
pastry
pork,
or
but
the
not
jelly.
It is really fatty, isn't it? I can only
Yeah.
eat so much of that. But I like the pork pies that haven't got loads of jelly around them.
yeah.
The jelly's not a
sometimes-
good bit either. Yeah.
Sometimes you cut one open and there's like half of it jelly, and it's just, oh, no, that's not good.
Graham says it's 28 in here.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because otherwise you'd drown if you were doing it in the water.
The pork pie is great as long as you douse it in loads of brown sauce.
Brown sauce is also good.
Oh,
Yeah.
no thanks.
No.
There are there are three things that must have brown sauce to be legal. That's bacon sandwiches, sausage
No.
sandwiches, and pork pie. Must
No.
have brown sauce.
Either
Anyone
of
who
those
thinks
would also
ketchup is
work with
acceptable on those
Nor red
should be
tomato ketchup.
publicly shamed and flogged.
It depends on my mood.
You know, I've got a friend who insists that the proper sauce for it is ketchup, and he's just wrong.
It works, yeah. Ian's telling me that stash looks like it's low bearing. That isn't stash. I made that earlier on. It's
It looks like just a cardboard fronts to the boxes.
the fronts
It's a
of boxes.
backdrop.
It does
It's
look
just,
really good.
just the
though.
fronts of boxes of
That's
things that
quite
I have
clever,
built
yeah.
since someone told me that it'd be a good idea to keep the fronts of boxes.
It's a
So,
collage.
I just taped them all together on the back and put them up there to cover the mess behind them mainly. But
On a similar note, it's actually worthwhile keeping the instructions for models.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I used
Just
to.
Well, to a degree, it's actually more a recent thing, especially if you're putting them into competitions and such stuff at shows. A lot of them are asking now to you provide the original instructions to go with it, just so they know it's not a
Not kit
knockoff,
bash them.
basically.
Yeah. But
Right.
I've got no
Yeah.
interest in entering any competitions ever, so, you know.
I know that's one of the rules now at Telford, is you usually have to put the original instructions
Really?
underneath the model.
Yeah, I think the Telford show, they have that, when you go and look at the competition
And-
thing, they've all got instructions underneath it.
In case you've sort of bought a pre-built.
Not so much
pre-made
that. I
one.
think it's so that they can make sure that it is just the kit as it comes, rather than having, you know, scratch built.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain
Oh,
categories and such stuff for that, but it's also because a lot of, especially when it comes to the resin models, there's a lot of recasts.
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
with the resin, there's a lot of recasts, isn't there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's them just trying to get, I think, around that. Although
Right.
a lot of people, again, don't keep their instructions, so it's a bit of a sort.
No, I went through a phase of keeping the box lids. I used to cut the box lid out, the artwork, and I kept the instructions. And I sort of built up quite a stack of them. And then I looked at them one day and I thought, why am I keeping them? So I just threw them all in the recycle.
You can stick them all on the wall.
I did
Build a
keep
little
one box lid though,
screen.
with from my Aoshima Suzuki Cappuccino, because it had some really cool Initial D artwork on it. So I kept that one.
Steve says he's been melting in his lovely greenhouse at work the last few days. Highs of 37 inside. 37 sort of temperature.
Ooh,
He says there's loads of windows, but they're all screwed shut. The
wow.
one fan he's got just moves warm air around. Yeah, that's not so good.
Are you
Wow.
allowed to work in Speedos? Because in those conditions, I would think it should be compulsory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Not many people I'd like to work with them wearing speedos. So, you've got
I
to consider-
certainly do not want to see you in Speedos, Chris.
Well, I don't care what they think.
It's got to be better than a mankini, though.
And I'm so thankful Fox did not choose to wear that.
Oh, oh.
Dave's still updating us on his salad. He said he had Branston pickle with it because you can't have pork
Yeah,
pie
Branston
without
pickle's acceptable. And if you can't get Branston, then brown sauce is the only sauce.
Ian says a pork and pickle pie is lovely. Yeah, pork pie with pickle. Yeah, pork pie and pickle gets the vote. Yep.
It loses me with the pickle. I'm just not a pickle person.
No.
I did have one year around Christmas, New Year time. I had it wasn't actually a pork pie, it was turkey with cranberry. So it was like, like you get your pork and pickle ones with a layer of pickle. Same principle, but it was turkey and whatever else all mashed together and a layer of cranberry. So it's
Yeah, I'm not
probably
sure about
like
that.
turkey and stuffing with cranberry or something like that. That was nice.
Mayhem says he's not sure about pork pies with egg in them. I don't know. That's not a
Oh,
pork
they're
pie
not-
with egg in it. You can get. I like the slices of pork meat.
You can actually get
egg
the
in
pork
it.
pies with egg in it.
But that's
Really?
different. That's not a
Yeah,
pork pie
no,
with egg in
there
it.
is a pork pie with egg in it. It's
I'm
a
sure it's
thicker
called something
pie.
I
different
like
then.
them. What I want to know is, how does the chicken lay the entire pie?
Well, it's all to do with
Fair
chickens
shout.
and pigs, isn't it? You don't want to know the mechanics of it.
I've got a feeling the one you're thinking of at the moment, Chris, is Scotch eggs.
A bit of Blue Peter job then. Yes, pretty much. I got some duct tape and some boxes, and I taped them together. Then I didn't have one prepared earlier. It was fine.
I did, on the subject of eggs, have you seen those? You can get long pork pies that they cut into slices, and it's got egg running right the way through it. So you've got like a perfect circle of egg white and a perfect circle of egg yolk.
Oh, yes.
And I watched it. I don't know how it's
I thought
made.
you were
in
going
the
to say you watched the
factory.
chicken give birth to that egg.
Oh, yeah.
It took 4
It's
weeks.
just keep pulling like a rabbit out of the hat. But I did watch a guy on YouTube who used, I think he used plumber's pipe to make, and he cooked. He basically got a length of plumber's pipe of a fairly small diameter that he cooked the whole yolk in, and then another piece of plumber's pipe with a piece inside that he cooked the white in, to make these long things. But I don't know how to do it, because it's a perfect long tube that's yolk down the middle and white down the outside all the way through, and it's
Yeah, I'm
like
not
a
sure
long
about that.
pie, like that long. So that's
We've been so busy talking about pies and pork pies that I forgot that this is indeed an evening with everybody. I put the link in the chat. Now it did go live. I did set it up beforehand to go live in the Boom Hut and on the my Gross Models page. I've also now put it in chat. If you want to come along and join us, bring a pork pie.
Yes.
Click on that link,
Find some
follow it
brands
through, come and join in. But
Leave me with my cider, thank you.
yeah, bring a drink. It's fine. Whatever you know.
Fruit salad cider, it's wicked.
Steve
Like-
says it's
like
a gala
fruit salad,
pie, the one with
sweet
eggs in it.
fruit salad.
Yeah, the sweet
Oh.
fruit salad.
Where's that
It's-
from? That sounds amazing.
So they have an actual name.
Stivies. Ooh, I'm going to have to.
They do a cola one as well, I think. A cola
Next
one.
time we do an Asda shop, an
Ooh.
online Asda shop, because our local supermarket's great if you want 10 million different flavours of gin.
Mm.
But forget, I mean, we're in Scotland. It's got a bigger selection of bloody gin than whiskey, you know, because everything's gin. It's all about gin at the moment.
Ted's not
It's
here.
all
You're
about
okay.
craft
You can
beer
talk
as
about
well.
it, it's fine.
Up here.
Well, it's not so bad for beers because they've got a few kind of local breweries, like micro brewery thingamabobs,
Yeah, we've
Sky,
got loads of them around here.
and all that kind of stuff, and that's all right because beer's quite nice generally. Apart from one really nasty one I tried that tasted like Germaline, but that's another story entirely. But highly, I've not received it yet, but thanks.
Lee's here. It
Oh,
says
good.
it's too muggy tonight. You're quite
Um,
right, Lee. It is very muggy tonight.
Yeah,
Ian Thompson has
there's
got a good idea.
10 million flavours of gin, but they don't have anything vaguely interesting. Like I discovered Fireball fairly recently. A
I
friend
don't know that. I
recommended.
don't do gins.
Sorry,
No,
guys. I'll be back in a
I-
minute. I've got movement upstairs. I'll be 2 minutes.
No
Okay.
problem.
Hey, Woolwich.
you know,
Ian says, "Is this channel sponsored by Melton Mowbray?" No, but if anybody from Melton Mowbray is watching,
yeah, if Melton Mowbray wants to sponsor it and send out samples.
we are open for sponsorship. Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely.
Yeah, Fireball is a cinnamon flavoured whiskey. It's so nice. I really wasn't sure when I first tried the first glass, but I'm quite hooked on it now.
But when I tried the
Um,
17th, I thought I quite liked it.
But I do like the sound of that fruit salad cider. I'm going to have to find some of that. I'll have to look on Asda when I do an Asda shop.
It's
Lee says he'll
dangerous.
send it Saturday. I don't know
Cheers,
what you're
Lee.
talking about.
Thank you very much.
Oh, is that the bike thing that you were talking about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other day?
yeah.
that stuff is dangerous. Be warned. Do not drink too many bottles of that when it's really cold because you just down it. Because it's like a sweet, and then you try and get up off the sofa and fall on your face.
It's fine. The sofa's comfy. Why would you want to get up?
Because I have a wooden floor and it's sore when you do that. I've got some rhubarb, like the Krabby's ginger beer, but rhubarb flavoured that I've got to try
Right.
at some point.
Oh, Krabby's is quite nice. I've not had any of that for years, but
The Krabby's one, they do the normal one, the raspberry one, and there's I think a limited edition rhubarb one at the moment.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
got to
I
be
don't-
worth
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Graham says he likes Fireball whiskey.
Yes, it's
not a
really,
big whiskey
really
drinker.
nice.
I've had occasional whiskies, and it doesn't. No.
Yeah,
I much
it
prefer
does nothing for
brandy.
me either.
Well, it's not like whiskey. I'm not a whiskey fan. My ex used to love it. Single malt all day long. She'd, well, not all day long. She wasn't a raving alcoholic or anything. That sounds awful. But, but no,
Just during
loved-
lockdown, it's okay.
She
But
loved whiskey. I've never been a big whiskey fan. When I did drink whiskey, or when I do drink whiskey, it tends to be either Jack Daniels or Jim Beam anyway. I'm not a malt whiskey fan at all.
So
Irish,
basically, not
whatever.
whiskey then.
Yeah, I'm just, I mean, if you, like I say, Jim Beam, a bourbon is fine, but I wouldn't go mad for it. But
No.
Fireball is not, it's not like a whiskey. It's really strong cinnamony flavour. If you like cinnamon, you would love it.
Mayhem's
If you
finding
hate
it a bit
cinnamon,
warm.
you hate it. It's,
Ian Thompson's never tried it, and Athel was asking what rhubarb and ginger together.
yes, rhubarb and ginger pie, beautiful. Or crumble.
I've not tried it yet, but I will let you know.
I mean, I'm not saying about the drink, but if you ever make crumble or pie, rhubarb, ginger, and apple all together,
Oh, no.
fantastic. Or pear. In
Rhubarb's
place of
all
apple.
right, but it's not. I wouldn't choose a rhubarb pie. Apple, yeah, go for apple pie, no problem at all. Yeah,
But-
it's fine. But
See, the thing is, do you have shop bought ones? Because shop bought ones are always massively over sweetened.
I like sweet though.
Now, I like my rhubarb to sort of bite back a little bit. I like it a little bit tart.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely crap with gardens. If you saw my garden, you would believe me. It's a complete mess. So I'm not going to show you. But I've hacked down my front garden, and the only plant in there that I want to grow, and that grows itself, thankfully, because I can't grow anything if I had to, is my rhubarb plant. I love it. And it's great. Every summer you just hack it down and make a rhubarb crumble or a pie. And then
rhubarb is fairly early. Was it? Jesus.
And off it goes
I
again.
really need to get rid of that thing. Just saw that thing out the corner of my eye, just on my desk. And as I said, it's great, but if I forget it's there and then see it, it's oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh, I really need
Yeah,
to make that. I really
rhubarb
should.
crumble's great.
Ooh.
See, another one who likes rhubarb crumble. See, it's good.
Me nana used to make like fresh rhubarb crumbles and apple pies and crumbs when I was.
Yeah,
It's back to my younger days.
yeah, it's great. One thing I've never been bothered about, my dad used to love, was gooseberries. We had a gooseberry bush. My dad's place used to have a gooseberry bush, and they I think they disturbed me from the outset because they kind of looked like hairy grapes, which
Yeah.
is not a good start. But he loved apple and gooseberry pie. Mum used to make him that a lot, and I could kind of tolerate it because of the apple, but I was never a big fan.
Or gooseberry jam.
No.
Andrew Preston's here late on. That's fine, not a problem. We don't take register at the beginning, so you're okay. We didn't really notice that you weren't here. It's okay.
No, it's just usually to find out if I'm eating when I come on, so which usually I am. So
Ian's telling you should add some cinnamon to that pie. And Lee also said custard. Obviously, you've got to have custard with any
Well,
sort of
to be
pie
honest, if
like
you're
that.
doing rhubarb and ginger, you don't really need to add cinnamon because ginger's such a strong flavour. But rhubarb and cinnamon would be good. I've not tried that, but I might try that.
Mayhem's now got the rhubarb and custard theme running through his head, so thank you very much. For that.
watch out. Monetization, copyright.
Swigging Pig says gooseberry pie, loves it.
Oh no.
Gooseberries in Scotland are
Goose.
called
My dad
gooseberries.
used to call them goosegolks.
I've never heard that term. I'm amused by that.
Yeah, my dad used to call them goosegolks. But
Maybe in a very small part of Scotland.
I mean, the thing is, the bush that they grow on is like a huge, unfriendly, spiky thing.
Oh yeah, it's
something's
awful.
big, unfriendly, and spiky. That's telling you, leave it alone, isn't it?
Pretty
Usually.
much, yeah. Phil Lewis is here late as well. That's fine. We haven't done the looking at the group yet. If you're new to the stream, there is a group that I manage. I say manage. I just leave it alone. Really, it happens on its own. I just made it, and then it just happens.
Wobbles along.
You can post things in it, and basically every week when I do this stream, I go through the gallery and have a look and see what people have posted in there. So there is still time if you want to post and join the group. Even you can even join. Probably get approved and probably start posting even before tonight. About 5 minutes or so, I'll go across and have a look. I've got it there. I've got it on my other monitor. I've moved my monitors around a bit, so
Hopefully
the
by
camera's
next
further
Thursday.
away. Look, I can't even reach it.
Hopefully by next Thursday, I'll be able to stick some pictures of the Harley Fatboy.
Cool.
Yeah.
The one that
Mayhem says it's a
that I
note
got
bush.
from Lee.
Yeah, sounds
So
about right.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to diving into that. I've wanted one of those for such a long time. So they're 1/6 scale Harley Fatboy.
Swigging Pigs
Nice.
said they were called Goose Gosling in Lancashire. My Nana and Papa called them Gozzers. I don't know what that is.
Now, in Gozzing in Yorkshire, which is not quite the same as Gozzers, but Gozzing in Yorkshire was like hacking one up and
Isn't it a male goose? It's a
Well, that's a gosling.
It's if
Yeah.
if you used to say somebody was gozzing, it was like hacking phlegm and
I've not heard
projectile.
that for years.
What, gozzing?
Fine.
Yeah, it's a Yorkshire thing.
It's not a
gozzing.
word I came across in South Yorkshire very often, but now you've said it, it's like
Yeah.
I have come across it.
That's
I've not heard it for
yeah.
a long time, but yeah, I remember hearing people say that when I was a kid. It's a really unpleasant thing anyway. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's
Oh
just,
god. Ugh.
Lee's asking Nat if she's got more teeth through the post.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that was.
more teeth.
I'm guessing that's in reference to Lewis's constant dentist comments about when Nat cooks pork.
Ah,
Ah, probably
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
Probably,
yes.
Yeah. I thought it was a violence thing, but
But there is possibly going to be something coming in the post for
Replacement
Natalie.
ones for the ones she's
Don't
not.
even try and wind me up, Jerry. You're not funny at all.
I'm immensely funny in my
No,
own
you're
world.
not. No, you're not, because you've even started. Sorry, Chris. You've even started Lewis on this now. Between you and the group.
shark teeth. He says. I don't know what that.
Shark
I
teeth.
still don't know what he's on about.
No, you have to be a bit clearer, Lee. It's been hot.
Are you talking about putting a shark mouth on a kit or something?
I don't know. You
I
might
know
have to spell
someone-
it out in all of the words very, very slowly because it's warm and Nat doesn't know what you're talking about. And
I'm
we
only
don't know what
firing
you're
on
talking about
half
either, but
cylinders
there we go.
tonight, so be a bit gentle with me, Lee.
Graham's
Not a
worked
word,
in a
Jerry.
hotel kitchen. This weather, it was double the heat. Must have lost at least a
Mm.
stone. Yeah, that would be warm.
I can't wait.
The care home that I work between a couple of places, but the care home,
That one.
the kitchen in there has got two large windows, but they only open about that far on a crank handle, and they will not open any further. And they have fly screens because they've got to, but the mesh is so fine that unless you've got an industrial fan outside, it doesn't circulate any air. And it's so, I mean, you know how warm care homes are anyway. So can you imagine, you're right next to a dining room that's kept at a constant 22 degrees or something like that, and then in a kitchen in summer. And the dining room it's an entire wall of windows all the way down it. So you've got the heating on at a constant 20 odd degrees.
Mm.
You've got the sunshine during the day belting in, and then in the kitchen they're cooking dinner, and
Oh,
it's unbearable. I feel so sorry for whoever's stuck in the kitchen in there all day long.
cheers, Chris.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jacqueline, welcome. I haven't seen you posting before, but welcome. There isn't anything wrong with the gooseberry. Kevin picked about £10 in weight on Monday. I assume.
Wow.
Kevin picked. Is that a
Kevin-
technique, or is that
Kevin-
Kevin, I don't know.
No,
but-
Kevin's her husband.
Oh,
Oh,
right, okay.
I thought it was a special gooseberry picking technique.
It's a
No,
technique.
Kevin's Jacqueline's husband.
You know when you've been Kevin.
Right, yes. Well, you are welcome to the entire £10 of them because no, thank you.
I don't know. I can't see that bit of the screen.
I've just seen Lee's comment. Yes, I'm with you. Will you be putting pictures up somewhere for teeth?
The
he's been
Megalodon
collecting
thing.
Did
teeth.
someone post one something like because someone did post some big sort of
Might be, yeah. Might be
it
Lee.
was either on the Boom Hut or
All right,
somewhere. But I saw them the other day.
I've not seen that. You've got some megalodon teeth, have you?
I haven't. Lee appears to have.
Lee Eagles has.
Jacqueline was at work.
Oh, well done, Andy, as well.
What did Andy do?
I don't
He's
know.
going back to work and he's been put straight to assistant manager.
Oh,
Oh, important news.
well
I
done,
missed the
Andy.
because it said important news. I just scanned over it. Phone call from my gaffer today. Going back on Monday. Going straight to second for his assistant manager. Good news. Well done. Yes.
congratulations. Well done.
I accidentally clicked that one.
Not if I have
think
anything
you're
to
going
do
to end
with
up
it,
doing a
Phil.
Baneblade in that. I've got a feeling about this.
Say that again, Spiddy.
I think you're going to end up doing a Baneblade.
Both Raging and myself are basically holding this one up, so we will. There may be some future posts on it.
There may not.
There will be.
You're allowed to do it in outrageous colours.
See, I do like the look of Christmas, and it's like I was saying to Lewis. It looks nice, but it scares the bejeebers out of me.
It's good. Just stick more guns on it, and nobody will notice if there's any problems.
Oh, that is literally the biggest and most complex Warhammer I've done. So it's like from this to that.
Oh, come on, if most of us
Well,
can.
that's the
can do
fun.
something
It's like
that,
a gateway drug. You start with one, and then you go to the big silly big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You've done one. So now it's this big silly big thing. Yeah.
Ooh, 40 degrees. Wow.
75 in there. I assume it was like larger than my kitchen because
75. What? Good God! What size of kitchen was it? Where was that? Was that something like a hospital or something? I mean, that's massive.
Probably, I'd assume that.
I mean, our local hospitals, you know, I mean, put 4 staff in there, it'd be crowded, but it's a tiny, tiny little hospital, which is why they've been making such a fuss about tourists not. Same with anywhere sort of remote as well. We've got 2 hospitals, hardly any resources to cope with anything. Like not enough resources to cope if all of the locals came down, or half of them. And then we're still getting tourists coming up. I've actually been down into the village when I've had to go to the shop and that kind of thing, and I'm seeing backpackers and tourists and walkers. And
well, you'd see pictures of like Bournemouth Beach
I was
yesterday.
about to say,
I was out today in Edinburgh doing something, and the amount of people that were out today was just ridiculous.
It's crazy. And I wouldn't mind, but up here we've got 3 shops open. There's the post office, and that's not open full hours. We've got the chemist, which obviously essentials, prescriptions, and what have you, and the co-op. That is it. There is nothing else open. I mean, all the cafes, all the tourist shops, there's nothing anywhere. And people
because isn't Scotland behind us for reopening?
Yes, we are just on the cusp of reopening. Some like we just opened our IKEA up the other day.
Yes.
And apparently 600 people turned up there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
They're diverting us all, meantime, to building the 20-foot wall on the border.
No, but
Stop the impending invasion from the English. Now, that's a great idea, that.
I wouldn't object. I'd be happy to do an exchange program.
Yeah, good idea, Jacqueline, but I would come off worse than Chris. So
I did misread that.
You could make a cuddly bean blade. You could do like a stuffed toy one.
I did misread that comment and thought, what's a dexterous bladder?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I didn't like to ask, but then I read it properly and realised I didn't need to ask. Oh dear. Ethel says in Aberdeen only the tourists are wearing masks as we're tougher, so don't bother. Yeah, that's not quite right. That's not the way things work. Right. As I say, the link is still active if anybody wants to come and join us. The cameras are optional. Shirts are optional as well, but if you're on camera, preferably use the shirt. But yeah. Other than that, I shall have a look. We'll go across to the thing that I haven't got a proper name for yet. The gallery type, the Gross Group gallery, but it's too much of a mouthful. Photos of the Gross Group, as it says in the corner there. Now, if I get rid of that, I can bring that to the front so I can actually see it. And then we can see this is Eric. Eric is indeed in chat, so he can tell us more about this. I know he's been doing weathering and stuff for it, but I never know how many pictures there are of each thing, so I might go to something different. But it's the same person. He's obviously been putting some paper down for painting, I gather.
That's a lot.
Building a new bench. And then we're on to Steve. So let's come back to that and see if Eric's here to answer any questions we may have about that. Mario is here again. I believe we saw Mario here last time. Hello from Bolivia. I believe that's
Hello, Mario from Bolivia.
Hello. I don't know what hello in Bolivian is, but I'm assuming that you
Saludos.
can probably understand some English. Because
I'm guessing.
If you're watching this, I'm assuming you understand some English. So hello and welcome. If you don't, then you can just look at the pretty pictures. It's fine. Yes, so Eric's been building this train layout with water tower and I think that he's been building, painting and weathering, and hasn't said anything about. So as soon as I click the button to go onto a different picture, I'm sure he will, because that's the way these things work. He's got quite a nice collection of paints there, and like Hobby's own type layout for it.
I almost bought a big set of 50 today.
Only almost?
Sorry?
Only almost?
Yeah. I went and bought a jigsaw instead.
The slicey, choppy type, not the...
Yes,
Yeah.
a battery-powered jigsaw, which is to go along with all my other battery-powered tools.
I don't want to know about them. We'll gloss over that. That's fine. Right, Steve has been building some more Lego, a rally kit, which I did quite like the look of. That looked like it had quite a lot in it, but I
It looks
couldn't
right.
find
It
it
actually
when I went
does.
shopping.
Last time I saw that, it was out of stock at the Lego store that I was at, because I was tempted to get that. It's got a nice little mini in it.
Is that not the same rally car number as the Tamiya Mini rally car?
I don't know.
I think
Not
it
a
is.
Scooby.
No
I think it
idea.
is.
at all.
I'd have to. I've got one on the shelf downstairs, but I'd have to have a look. But I do like that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
the new Mini, but chunky.
These Speed Champion kits are really good. There's lots in them, and not so much. Oh look, just in time. Eric's joined us.
Hey.
We'll go back.
Hey.
Look, there we go.
Hi, Eric.
I knew something had happened.
Can you guys
So,
hear me?
yes. Hello, Eric. Welcome. You can hear? Can you hear
What's
us?
that?
You are there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. The stage is yours. Tell us about this.
New layout in progress. It's going to be roughly 9 feet long by 15 inches wide. It's actually going to be a portable layout, so I could take it to shows and that sort of thing. So yeah, based on typical small town Indiana. So features grain elevator and a fertilizer dealer. So
Hmm.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Cool. Obviously, you've got lots of
Have you
trains
been
in the
doing
background there
railways
as
for
well.
a while, Eric?
what's that?
You've got
You've
lots of
been doing
trains in the
railways
background
for
there,
a
obviously.
while.
Yeah, been doing model railroads for a while. That's my main hobby. Started doing model kits when I was a kid, then got back into model railroading here about 2008 or so.
Hmm.
So, but yeah,
I love rail kits. I've not got the room or the funds to embark on it. I love rail kits. I love seeing
yeah,
them.
I don't have a whole lot of room either. That's why I do the smaller layouts. So.
Hmm.
Cool. This was so. I'd say there's something going on in the middle there, but I can't quite make out what it is.
I'm actually expanding that table. I'm actually going to be building a paint booth right there in the middle. So I'm going to be
Cool.
extending it about 1.5 feet, and then building a custom paint booth there. I got parts from an old AC in it. I'm going to put there in the window, and then using air filters and that sort of thing to get all the
Ian says
fumes out.
that's a lot of paint. It's really not.
No.
It's a normal
No.
amount of paint, but
Yeah, it's surprising how much paint you build up, isn't it? You just buy the
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you buy the odd bottle here and there, and,
Yeah.
and before you know it, you've got stacks.
Oh,
of
you
it.
think there's only a
you
couple
should see
missing,
my
so I might as well get them.
Should see my Citadel paint collection. So
Back on
That-
Steve's Lego. Oh, he said it was Fox doing the paparazzi. That's what I remember him saying that. Adam's big dragon that he's finally finished painting the main body of. I think he was going to do something with the frost lightning breath. Hasn't got around to that yet.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some transparent colour on
I
it.
was going to say he's waiting on getting some transparent suddenly. Yeah, but it's looking good.
The dragon.
I think this is actually a dragon because it's got
really
4 legs or something.
It's he actually repaint because he's not here, and I know he's not coming tonight. He spent a lot of time on the wings and actually had to redo the wings. So that's
Oh, right.
that's just the wings. So like the second generation of the wings. He wasn't overly happy with the way they came out the
They
first
looked
time.
all right to me when I saw them, but yeah. Steve has started painting his Medivac futuristic whatever it is thing,
man, that's cool.
which was all
That's
mainly scratch built with
probably
extra bits bolted on the side of it and things.
it's probably one of the least kit bashed things I've seen Steve build. That it's the most recognisable as a model kit with bits added on.
Well, yeah, the body of it is certainly it.
Yeah,
Not cynical Steve. Steve Mundy. Steve Spencer Beanie, even totally scale models. He's building his Katinga class
it's
Klingon
Klingon. It's
thing,
Klingon.
all lighting it up and everything as well. That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, That's some size, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
the one that's lighting up, and it's got
Yeah.
like
Mm.
10
What's
miles.
going on there? I'm assuming that's what the tape is, so you can hold it together while he's got the lighting working out and making it work. But
Yeah, test building it and fitting all the stuff together. It's got to be at least about 2-3 feet long by the looks of it.
That's some size, isn't it? Definitely.
there we go. and the GIF's even working in the corner as well.
I know that is quite amusing. Although you don't have the one from the Bumhurt where it actually is burn it with fire and someone using a flamethrower. So that one was quite amusing.
Sitting there.
I was testing some new supports and I just did that as a joke.
That's an excellent print, that. Very good.
It worked.
And yeah,
my daughter,
it almost got
it
me
was her
divorced.
birthday last week. Happy birthday, Katie. You're not watching, but you can probably hear me because you're only over there. Steamboat Willie. For a black and white model, I was surprised at the amount of colour in it.
Yeah. My wife wanted that one, but she refused to pay the price for it because it is quite expensive for what it actually is.
Right. I think Lego is quite expensive, though, isn't it? But
Well, it depends on the model because the trouble is because this one is Disney, you're
Yeah.
paying a premium
I'm
for it.
fairly
Yeah.
certain that this one isn't an official Lego one. It might be a slight copy because none of the little blobs say Lego on them.
right.
So it might have been a bit cheaper.
Well, let's not go into that
So
then.
Lego-esque. And then a proper Lego kit. The Steve Muddy has got DDO or DO, not DDO, just DO, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's actually not too bad. It's a lot like the BB-8 one that they brought out. It's actually quite a nice looking one.
Yeah. Indeed, it's even got the little plaque and the little one as well. So I foresee myself getting one of those at some point because that'll go really nice next to the Lego BB-8 that I've got.
Yeah, it's a good one to go with it.
Steve says that it was a Primaris repulsor with stubby wings and extra engines.
Uh-huh.
Right. Oh yeah, there we go. A little custom droid resistance. Primary associate.
So
BB-8.
these Lego Star Wars things, are they actually made to a specific scale, or are they just?
They're not. I
No.
think it's the same scale as the BB-8. It certainly looks to be the same sort of scale because he's quite a small droid.
Yeah, they tend to just make them so they can actually fit using the existing Lego parts.
Yeah.
So they'll sometimes be a little bit bigger, sometimes be a little bit smaller. Depends.
Right.
Yeah. There we go. This is Roger with his X01.
That's very good. Did it? Are the figures resin printed, or are they?
I have no idea. I can't see any writings about it at all. Sometimes when people put up pictures, the text comes through. Sometimes it doesn't. So if you'd like to know more about any of these, then have a look in the group yourself, find the picture, and either look for the information or comment on it asking for more information. And people who post up will generally be happy to give you any more information that you need.
I mean,
It's definitely
assuming
some
that's
sort of resin
the-
kit. It's not a real model kit as such, is it?
Oh, is it? Oh, right. It's a little. Is that a die cast?
I think it might be. It's got that look to it, hasn't it?
Ah,
It's
right.
got,
I was-
yeah, it does
I
look a
was
little bit sort of
assuming
undetailed in places.
25th scale one.
Mayhem isn't afraid of no ghost, apparently, no. And Steve says it's the same size as BB-8, but not the same scale. Oh, that's interesting. So it's
Right.
actually a bigger... It's the same height as BB-8, so... Because it should be like almost half the size, so it's actually nicer than I thought.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, still can't see any information about that, but it's nice, whatever it is. I like
It's
it.
very cool, isn't it?
You've got to be careful not to cross the streams. Graham, today's a good day. New equipment. There we go. New airbrush and compressor and airbrush equipment. I'm not sure what the mixing pot is. That just for mixing paint? I've never used anything like that.
No, that's actually the lid for the thing on the left for the cleaner.
All right. Why is it? I don't know why. It
Like
needs
a
to be-
You, it goes on
Mine
top.
looks just like that, and it's just sort of sits there.
Yeah, that's the lid that goes onto the black top, and it will seal it.
Okay.
But it can also be used as a mixing palette. So
Steve has got one of these excellent Airfix starter sets. No prizes for guessing what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's
gonna
not going to be a car, is
Exactly
it?
as it appears out of the box.
Yeah, it's not.
but
Gonna
in
be
all
a car.
fairness, it is a good shape for a speeder. So if you're
Yes.
Let's see where
there
he's
we
going
go.
with
Next turn. Nat can talk about Lewis for a little while.
Lewis, I can't actually tell you a lot about it. This is the little bit he got done for the pilots area for his HK Lancaster that he's building on his live stream.
That's the big one, isn't it, Nat?
It's the
Oh, yeah.
132. Yeah, it's the 132 scale Lancaster.
Oh,
that he's
yes.
building.
Got Graham's here. He says, "Evening, all. Glad to join you for the first time in this chat. Welcome."
Hi, Graham.
Hi again,
Yeah,
Graham.
Leon.
I'm expecting there's more pictures of this. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So did he do all of this in the live stream? I didn't catch all of it, but
He did, yes.
it's quite impressive.
Because he's promised me that he will not do any building of that Lancaster unless it's for the live stream, because that was the only condition that he could open it.
That's the best way of doing it. Except when it comes to painting and stuff, he's allowed to do the priming off
Oh, yeah.
off air.
That's going to be a big kit, that one, isn't it?
That's going to be a
Oh,
long
yeah.
build then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 1/32, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1/32 one.
Roger's been doing Sand People.
Bantha. Yeah.
He got told off in the chat for not having them in single file.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, there must be trainee sand people.
I think he did say that they were trainees. Yeah.
They did
so,
mention
yeah,
them
very
being
nice.
spread out to avoid the banter deposits.
And Graham has converted his big Lego, whatever it was, tower block building truck thing, into the
It's-
alternate instruction set, which he likes
Yeah.
better, he said.
Yeah, the standing crane or something, isn't it? I think it was.
Okay, right. Steve says, I put a bid in for a Lego 3 droid development kit. A little R2, a gonk, and a toaster droid.
Hmm.
Oh. Subtle.
Yeah. I
Right,
wouldn't
so, yeah,
bother. The
that's-
set's not that great, Steve. To be honest.
No?
No, it's mixed opinions on it. To be honest, you can actually build. You can get the instructions for it and just get the Lego bricks separately, and build the Gonk droid
Yeah, right.
yourself.
I got the droid developers kit probably 15, 20 years ago when it came out. Actually, there were two versions of it. They did one that had R2 and that in it. Then they did another one with walking droids, like an Imperial version.
Mm.
And I've got both of them sitting in the loft somewhere, but probably all corroded and batteries in them leaked away. But I'll try to dig them out at some point.
Hmm.
Phil's been scratch building rear hangers. I'm not sure what to. I don't know.
I want to say that's the the Captain
The
Harlock one.
ship Yamato.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
Wow.
so yes, he's been scratch
That's
building
gonna be
things.
big.
All cool.
Is it Vincent's built one of those, hasn't
I
it?
think Vincent's built one. Fox has got a big one to build at some point. This was the third form of my dinosaur build from yesterday. I
Is that a
like that
little
one
rib
better.
cage down there?
Sorry?
Is
Yeah.
that a dinosaur rib cage?
Yeah.
That's
Comes
fantastic.
with it.
Yeah, the first one I did, the flying one, was actually probably my favourite one. Actually, I thought that was going to be the boring worst one, but the T-Rex is quite good. I like it.
If you get a chance to try them out, I would recommend the Dinosaur Skeletons one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are quite nice.
you never know. And indeed, Radio Modeler is back with his Judge Red game things. Judge Red miniatures game.
I
which
like
is obviously gonna break
the
it up
Lone
and do it.
Master.
I like the
That's very
Warbringer and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Very cool. Edward has been playing Animal Crossing. He's got some scorpions.
Everyone's raving about Animal Crossing. I just
So, my wife is currently playing it in the other room as we speak.
Yeah, my wife
so
is
many
probably
people
playing
I
as
know
well,
who
but
keep
yeah.
going on and on about it, and it's like the best thing ever, apparently.
I have played it and have played it a lot, but I have drifted away from it briefly. But I do keep popping back in every few days. But yeah, I
I've
haven't
not
found
played
any
it since my
scorpions yet.
teenage years.
I don't know what that is either. Some sort of dolphin nose
Not back.
thing. Don't know.
That is a saw shark.
Oh,
Ah,
Okay.
like a
I
swordfish.
know, Yeah, it's basically a saw shark. So I'm guessing there is a actual species of that. It's one of the sharks you can catch off of the coast, and it's quite sad that I know that.
Graham does say that it's a compact crawler crane to compact tower crane. In case I didn't explain properly, I think you did put something in the thing, but for some reason some of them don't come up on the description thing when I show the pictures. I don't know why. But and Cynical Steve does say Battleship Yamato in it.
Yeah, in it.
The Eagles Toblerone is now a spread instead of a bar. Yeah, but it's still horrible,
no.
so you're okay. Don't mind. You can throw it away in whatever shape it is. It doesn't make any
Oh.
difference.
I did. We had a few years ago. I'd gone to Inverness to go shopping with a friend over there, and it was near Easter, but it was an unreasonably hot day, and got a load of stuff and some Easter eggs, which I completely forgot about and left in the car. And then the following day, when I remembered them and went back out, they were gorgeous. They were actually from a chocolate shop in the market in Inverness, and they were inside a plastic mould, so they were all really, really nice. But of course, when I went back out to them, they were just a puddle of chocolate.
Oh no!
Like, oh, so upsetting.
It's fine. It's fine.
Horrible.
Edward's been doing the HG Penelope. I don't know what that is.
Wow.
It's
It's
a
a Gundam, I know that
Gundam
much,
type.
but-
Well, it's not a Gundam. It's one of the other ones.
Oh, I don't know. It looks like a Gundam to me.
Yeah, a lot of
One of
people
the
say
giant
that,
robot
but that's
things,
a
isn't it?
generic term. Gundam is the series and a couple of the actual suits, whereas a lot of them just. I'm not getting into this.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's actually part of the whole Gunpla universe.
Everyone refers to them as Gundams because that's all. That's the main things. Like
That one does look
It's-
like it transforms
yeah.
into a plane.
it's the generic name for them.
Yeah. It does look a bit aeroplane sort of
It does
jet
look very
transformer-y Starscream kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look, his little one.
Yeah.
Now that's a Gundam.
They look the same. Oh, they don't look the same, but they look the same. Yeah. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup and tell you that was a Gundam. That one isn't. by
Is
any
that a
stretch.
Gundam?
No, this is more interesting.
That's a smoker
It's a
by the looks
Gravity
of it.
560 grill with belly smoked baby backs. Oh.
Is that a conveyor belt on the end?
Oh.
That'd be so
No.
cool. You could like sausages in one side raw and come out.
No,
on the
it looks
conveyor
like
with a-
where you put a frying pan or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot
Lots
plate.
of power out of
Hot
it.
plate, right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Don't. I had ribs out of Costco the other day, and that was really nice. I had two racks of ribs, and they
prefer
went.
that picture.
Mm.
Very
You know what?
nice.
I can probably do this from the keyboard instead of having to move the mouse around all the time. This is some printed scenery shenanigans. I
Ooh.
don't know what it is, but it looks like a can of
Just
something,
like a
but
drummy, yeah. It's just I have an excessive amount of cider cans to use for.
That's really neat though. With the can as a
Yeah. I've
a
seen
can's
some
not a real
scratch
can,
built
Or
ones.
is it a can?
That is a real can.
It's a real
cider.
can, and this was built around it. Okay.
Yeah. That was just printed stuff. There was one I think on the post today, which was a scratch built one out of cardboard. But
you should have told him that was a 1/35th scale one, and you painted the can to look like a can. That was really impressive.
Yeah, it's actually 1/44 scale.
And painted the label and everything.
Dave's been making ornaments out of his boxes. There we go. That's other things to do, not just like what I've just done cheaply. He's actually
I see.
put one on the wall.
Ah,
There you go.
right.
Barbatos.
Could have put them straight though, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say that. That is a bit.
This was Dad got a free kit because the code that he got from watching my video didn't work yet. So they've given him a free one to make up for the time he's had to
very
wait to
good.
get in the other one. So you can't
That's
argue with
that's
that.
the one that sent you the ship to do.
Yes.
Very
Cool.
good.
Yeah, because they sent me the ship to do. There's a few codes, but I believe there's still some codes up for grabs for some discounts on other kits. But they had some problems with the kit that Dad ordered, so he emailed them and didn't get any reply.
Oh,
or whatever. I
wow.
emailed
Very
them and they said get him
Good
to
stuff.
email us here, so he did, and they sent him that.
Cool.
Oh wow!
You got a Pahunograph.
And that was the last picture of the night. So there we go. That was that. I shall stop the sharing. I shall. I can't. That's probably the best picture for the lot of us. So, Eric, hello, welcome. I know you've been here for a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Edward's got important information. A gravity feed charcoal smoker grill.
Cool. That's
You fill the
Oh,
side
you
piece
fill
up with
the side
charcoal,
piece up
and then
with
obviously as it
charcoal,
cooks
okay.
through, it falls through and
Oh
keeps it-
wow!
oh, it looked like it was plugged into the mains as well, though. So you know,
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
I'm
I still
guessing
think the
that's the
conveyor belt
highlight.
would be good though. You got like, you know, just put your raw sausages and bacon on one and burgers on one
and
side.
eventually it comes out cooked and in a bun, and yeah.
and fall off
Um,
the end onto a plate.
How was the meat?
That'd be so
How
good.
was your meat, Edward? In a nice possible, you know, I believe by the picture it was succulent and juicy, but how was it? Was it good for
Oh
you?
yes, more details definitely wanted.
Those Gundams were both 1/4 scale. Yeah, I figured as much. I've got a couple of Gundam things that are different sizes but the same scale.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, so we shall await report on the meat, and then we'll carry on. So, Ed, yes, Eric, how you been? Are you right?
Doing good. Doing good.
Is it warm there?
It is very warm, humid. We actually just had a shower come through. So hopefully that a package just arrived. But yeah, it's been in the mid 30s or so, and it's only going to get warmer this weekend. Plus, we have I guess, really fine dust coming in from the Sahara. So,
Not
Oh
pleasant.
wow!
really not looking forward to it because I suffer from allergies and sinuses. So,
Oh, that won't be fun for you
It's
then.
probably not very good for cars and things in general. I would think.
yeah, it's not good, but hopefully it won't be as bad as up here than the Gulf southern states. So, but
I remember some years ago watching mechanics thing on YouTube, and one guy that was servicing a car that was in a really dusty state that got a lot of sort of sand blown and what have you, and emptying out the airbox, and it was like building sandcastles, just pouring out of it. So yeah, I mean that kind of thing can't be good. And thankfully
More
in this
information,
country,
we
it's too
set a
damp
temperature
to
and it
worry about
regulates to that temperature. And the meat was deliciously smoked for 7 hours at 200 degrees. Or that would have been,
Yeah,
That's
I used to enjoy watching that Man versus Food with that Adam.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
the
yeah.
call?
I
Colin?
don't. I've seen a few of them, but the foods I look at and sure I would enjoy, but the quantities put me off.
Mm.
It's
No,
like,
I've
it
never
might be a
actually
really
watched.
really nice burger, but you don't need to make it the size of a cow.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
I've never watched the actual Man versus one, but I've watched a few. He did another show which was different places around the world and the foods that are unique to that region and that
All
area.
right.
And some of
Yeah.
those were really, really good. Ooh, Applewood. Oh,
Yeah, because one of the restaurants did it, and they looked so just mouth-watering. But
mm.
no, I couldn't watch something cooking for 7 hours.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
anyone.
was the same guy that did that show, because I remember when I watched it thinking it looks sort of familiar, and I think it's
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I'm sure it's the same fella, but he did a series.
Yeah,
and
it's a different
it was
one.
going around
Yeah.
the world, and it was all foods that were unique to and dishes that were unique to an
Yeah, I
area.
think I've seen anything like that.
And it
Ah.
was
I
really
don't know if anyone
interesting.
tried it. I think it was last summer. Marks and Spencer's brought out that ultimate massive beef burger.
No,
It was like 10 quid for this one big burger. It was literally like that big. You could buy a special bun for it. I had it, and I literally got through about half of it because it was just.
wow.
It had bacon wrapped around it, cheese in the middle, and
Yeah,
various other things.
there's no
I'm not-
need for it to
I'm not
be so
one for
much.
excess, but I would quite happily try one of those £1 burgers.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, because I think I could just about manage one of those.
I've tried to get one a couple of times. I haven't been able to. I think they're probably finished now.
I am going to make a point at this, a note at this point, just to say that I absolutely hate your background, Eric.
what's that?
I hate your background.
Why the
Is it too clean or too?
Yes,
Shiny?
it's too clean.
There is a certain similarity between the
I'm not going to lie.
two.
to even it out, we just need to get Paul's cutting mat on next
Yeah.
to it.
Oh, you didn't moan about Spid's background though. That's clean.
Yeah, but that's just only because it's a wall. Because I'm sat on.
Yes, but we have seen Sped's workbench, and we all know that's not.
Yes, that's not tidy. No.
Yeah. Dave says it was Morrison's daddy burger. You know this. He had to make them.
Ah.
And Ian says, yeah, the Iceland one bought out 1 kilogram, or I thought it was one pound burger. I don't
It's
know.
a 1 pound.
For
Isn't
Father's
it a
Day,
1 pound
yeah.
one? A 1 kilo.
Bacon and
one,
cheese
yeah.
goes with anything. I agree. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
There.
that's true.
Goes even better with more bacon and more cheese.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm quite fancying cheese on toast now. I think I might
Burger in the
have some.
States, you can have for free if you can eat it all. It's humongous. Yeah, I think a few places do things like that.
Mm.
It's a silly amount of food in an hour or whatever, and if you eat, you don't pay. Otherwise, it's £100 or something. It's
I know, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
We had one. There used to be a gorgeous American restaurant. They're closed now, but you know, like the metal trash can lids that you literally put on top of the metal bins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally one of them full of food, and it's like £25. So you have like an hour to eat it. It's like
Mm.
Luckily, we got a doggy bag,
I
but
like
we didn't
food,
finish
but there's
it.
a limit to everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do one of those if you can eat all the things. I mean, I'd have a go at one just for the novelty, but I know I couldn't actually finish one.
Yeah.
You can have it as a sharing platter. It'd be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Steve says, just get Wagyu burgers. They're the best damn thing I've ever had in my mouth. That's more information than we really needed, but
And
I
I'm
don't know.
also thinking
Wagyu.
it's supposed to be Wagyu.
Wagyu beef, isn't it? It's
Yeah, you got the G and the Y the wrong way
yeah,
around.
it's the Japanese cows that they feed them whiskey and massage them and all that
Yeah.
kind of nonsense.
They do the
Okay.
Wagyu burgers in Costco at the moment as well. For those that are after one.
Hmm.
It's apparently it's something to do with the marbling of the fat in the beef.
Yeah,
Which
it's
was-
still not as expensive as the Kobe beef ones.
No, I've heard
No.
of the Kobe beef. That's meant to be special, but very small bits and stuff
Ooh.
and things. And yeah,
Oh, it's just so expensive. That's the reason why it's small bits.
excuses, Steve. Excuses. Right. It's warm. I think I'm going to call it a night because I'm sweltering and I haven't even put any lights on. But I'm assuming other people are equally as warm in the background there.
It is very warm. I've got the window open here and it's been raining and it's still warm.
Yeah,
I'm actually
we haven't
quite
had the
good.
rain yet. I've got the window open and the fan on, but it's still, yeah.
I
So,
have a fan going.
I shall
I'm
say
like
thank
you.
you all for joining me. I'll get rid of the guests and then I'll close up properly. So thank you all for coming in. Eric, unfortunately, last in, first out and all that. So thank you for coming along.
I'll see you, Eric.
see
Bye
you
now.
another time.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah,
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Spid, you were the next. So thank you again.
Thank you for having me. Bye all.
And then we have Jerry. Thank you again.
Good evening, all.
Bye, Jerry.
And Nat. Thanks again. Bye. See you soon.
You will. Bye, everyone. Bye.
And then there was me, and I won't be here very long, honest, promise. All the rest of the shows throughout the week, you know what's happening. I can't remember what's happening. It's Thursday, so there's things. I know Nat's doing a new thing tomorrow night, so come and watch that. Then there's stuff on the weekend and things. And Monday, e-models, and then other things. And Sunday's the big one. Me and Ted are doing a joint stream, a Baneblade special. Sunday night at 8:30, after all the other shows have been on throughout the day. Don't worry about them, just worry about this one. This is the big one. It's the Chris and Ted show. 8:30, we're both going to be doing some Baneblade action for as long as it takes until we melt, an hour and a half sort of thing. So come along and join that, and all the other streams that are happening throughout. I can't remember them all, there's so many of them now. Tune into YouTube, all the favourite channels that you've got. There'll be something on at some point on all of them. So watch and enjoy. And I shall see you soon for more of the same sort of stuff. I've got to remember, I think that's an ending button. I can't remember. I'm going to click a button. If it's the beginning intro thing, then I've got the wrong intro. But if it's the ending, then that's it. And I'll see you next time. So thank you all for watching. See you soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.